So a bit of context. Right now, I am at the Peak. Anyone who knows Hong Kong knows I am on the main island. But yeah, no, so I'm spending the weekend alone. I don't want to say tour guide, but my close friend who has kind of been showing me around, she is busy this weekend, so it's pretty much just me. You may have also noticed I got my hair dyed. That's also the compliments of my close friend Anna, who brought me to her salon to get this done. So pretty glad that happened, actually. I usually try to stay away from touristy trap kind of things. However, this is one of those times when I kind of had to. Last time I came to China, I actually came here, but I figured it had been so long, I might as well check it out. But last time I came, I actually took the bus up here, but it's time consuming and not very comfortable, so I thought, why not take the Peak tram? This thing, right here. But to be honest with you, if Hong Kong has taught me anything, it's that you can find amazing people pretty much anywhere. Of course, I knew that previously, but there was something about going to a bar and not knowing anybody, and then all of a sudden meeting a dude from Holland who bought a tugboat in Hong Kong to go to some coastal African country. That's just something about that is just mind-boggling, that you can go somewhere so far away and meet people so close. So, I doubt, car. They're backing up. Oh, shit. I mean, it's a one-way road, but I feel like that happens more often. Anyway, I finally have assignment in Dongguan, where I've been working. I'm designing a new headset of sorts. So I'm sure that you can understand that someone in my position, it's not exactly very exciting to come all the way to China and just sit at a desk and not do much. So when I was finally given this job to work on this headset, I was pretty damn excited. But it's part of the reason why I'm in Hong Kong is because I'm doing work here in the Hong Kong office. So that's pretty good. So at the moment, I don't actually know where I am. I'm near the Peak, obviously, because of the lookout tower up here. It's also kind of expensive to go up there, so I don't really know where this road goes, but it looks like it's going up, so it's gotta be good. Another thing that's worth mentioning is here in mostly Hong Kong, they have these things for blind people to know where they're walking. Really interesting. These are all over the city. For some reason, I usually wind up walking right on them, which is probably not a great idea, considering if there's a blind person coming along, they probably wouldn't see me. I have a feeling that I'm heading for a second peak, really because a lot of the tree cover is starting to thin out. And my maps aren't really working. They still think I'm in Dongguan, but I don't know. From up here has got to be the best damn view on any mountaintop I've ever seen. I guess the biggest problem with all of this is that the camera isn't doing it justice. And I'm guessing my microphone isn't either. It's pretty windy up here, and I'm sure that this doesn't sound too good. But there is this striking light pulling in through the clouds to my left over here, and it's just cutting across Victoria Harbor, and it's just got to be one of the most magical views I've ever seen. And I think one of the saddest parts about it is I almost didn't come up here. I wasn't feeling too good the past couple of days. I think I had some bad water or something, and part of me was thinking about just staying in all day and not coming out here, but it almost feels like this place was made for me. Of course, that's very selfish of me to say, but you see, a small part of me doesn't always like to take videos, doesn't always like to take photos, because it takes you out of the moment. If you live your entire life behind a camera lens, you wind up missing life. And I think that's one of the biggest travesties with creators, is that very often we'll see the entire world from behind our cameras, and we can go through an entire trip and never see life as it really is. And I'm not trying to get all philosophical here, but something about this place, something about Hong Kong, something about China as a whole, and I think it's starting to change me for the better. You know, I've been to China before, but something about this trip is different. And I've traveled, you know, to different countries, and I've seen a lot of different things and met some great people, but something about this trip is very different. Because when you come somewhere for the first time, everything is new, everything is amazing. You know, my friend Kushton, hopefully Kushton's watching this, my friend Kushton kind of gave me some advice about how the second time you come somewhere, it's not going to be the same, but you're going to see it in a totally different light, and that is totally true. And I guess using a light metaphor is pretty fitting right now anyway, but when I first started out this trip, I was a little worried that I'd be bored. But in a way, life isn't always about having a great time. Life isn't always about being exciting and seeing new things all the time. But I guess one of the things that I've learned from all of this is you really wind up appreciating the little things, like an awesome view, when you're not always having the most exciting and amazing time. I think there's something of a yin and yang thing in there somewhere.